Okay, so this is a assisted type of uneven pull-up. But how effective are these exercises really for the one-arm pull-up? Stay tuned because today we find out. Now, the idea behind uneven pull-ups is that you load one of the arms substantially more than the other one. And few finger pull-ups is sort of a variation of this, but it's a bodyweight alternative to what I, in this video, discuss with the use of equipment. So you can use lots of equipment for this. You can use either rings, or you can use uneven like multi-level bars, or you can use a resistance band or even a sling, where like the resistance band, it will give you like variable resistance, the sling will be like non-variable, like constant resistance. And the idea is basically that you have one hand on the bar or on the like higher ring, which you're loading the most, and then the other hand is used mainly for support. So there are quite a few pros and cons to discuss with these training tools with uneven pull-ups generally. Firstly, like if set up in a proper way, it can be quite good for training the movement pattern of the one-arm pull-up and one-arm chin-up, and not just that, they are also quite decent for targeting specific ranges. I mean, like I've used a sling a few times in my training to target especially like the upper range of the movement. However, when it comes to the cons, resistance bands and stuff differ quite a bit from gym to gym, and even if you stick with the same, they do actually vary a bit depending on even the temperature and things like that. Then you also have where you held the band, you know, what point. So quite a few things that might make it a bit more imprecise, I suppose, to measure progress. It's not really a massive issue, it's just something to be aware of. However, I'd say it's not the most effective strength builder, like if you want to get better unilateral strength. In this series I have covered quite a few exercises which I'd say do a better job at gaining just strength, but all things considered, I'd say they're actually quite decent at working towards the movement pattern. But I would put this type of training later on in the one-arm pull-up journey. It's good to have some good unilateral strength before you get into this, because if you don't, like, you'll probably need a quite heavy band, or like if you do it on rings and stuff, the difference won't be too much, or you'll be just, once you get high enough up, arm number 2 will be used very much so for like a sort of dip and like, you know, tricep extension. So it's something to be aware of as well. It's quite easy to, with some of these, to cheat the movement and to sort of take away from the one-arm pull-up and unilateral building, especially if you're a good pushing athlete. It will be quite easy and probably even like unintentionally so to make these work in your favor without really giving you much return in terms of like unilateral strength. Once you have a bit of unilateral strength, it's then easier to like put a few reps in the tank and do so with a lighter resistance band and more control. So yeah, just focus on staying a bit mindful of your form and focusing on using that main arm and not too much of a tricep extension or dip for the supporting arm, and you should be quite good. Note that there are several good videos out there on YouTube on how to do especially resistance band assisted one-arm pull-ups. Several good videos with several good strategies, so I'd look into those if you guys are interested in doing these types of uneven pull-ups. But without further ado, thanks for watching, and as always, remember to keep on training, train what you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.